We're now live at TEDx BeaconStreet, and sitting next to me is the vibraphonist and multimedia artist, Cecilia Smith. Cecilia, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. First of all, I would like to learn about what talk did you give today and how was it?
I am a vibraphonist. Technically, in terms of my study, I am a jazz musician and composer. And we did a little playing today, not a lot, because my emphasis here is my multimedia work. But I knew that I could not get away with doing it without showing example of what improvisation is in a jazz medium. So we played first while I talked about jazz and how it works. I did a voiceover for that. And then I introduced some of my work, piece that I did called Crossing Bridges, which I was able to explore my ideas around multimedia, race, class, and culture, and how jazz could work in this kind of medium. I was fortunate to get a Joyce Award to support this effort and worked for 18 months to research. I worked on a college campus. We did a call for stories. And my idea was to have multiple screens, a live ensemble on the stage and not in the pit, and live actors playing, performing around them. So I got to show three of those stories, and we edited it down to just show example. And so that was very exciting. So when I finished that project, I was asked by a nonprofit arts organization. The arts organization was called Hospital Audiences. They did a lot of educational work, and I worked a lot for them. They had a special grant through the New York State Council of the Arts. And they asked me if I could create a similar program for teens who had learning differences with because of physical, emotional, and psychiatric challenges. So it was very challenging. But what I found out is that with teenagers, if you ask them about the music they listen to, they are very quick to give opinions. And so I worked from there and created pieces based on the analyzations of the music that they show that they chose to represent themselves and their situation, and recorded these incredible sessions with teenagers sitting around talking about their challenges and how it relates to a piece of music that they held. Yes, and so I was able to show with this TED Talk five, six of those mini multimedia pieces that, and it was, it was quite a thrill to work with kids who are challenged. And so, to be able to build, a multimedia aspect that is education, based, um, would work well, especially like if I go to towns to show my multimedia work, to have an education component that dealt with, kids who have special situations
And it's
happening.
fascinating to hear your story about you as a musician found out this passion about social issues. The power of jazz music can be so much greater. Do you mind
Absolutely.
elaborating on that?
Well, jazz used to be the popular music of the time during the 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. Um, and it really showed the social consciousness of the time. Um, African American music, African Americans created this music as a result of their stay in this country. And if you follow the passages of jazz from, its early beginnings, you will see the progress in terms of the harmonic and the technical forms melodically as Black people progress through this country. With there's an incredible situation here. Now, truly, right now, jazz is universal. All kinds of people play jazz.
Right.
You know, but I also felt that it needed to be more current in terms of where you would hear it and how it could help with social causes, because jazz is it's emotional, it's cathartic, and I felt that with the technology that we had today with texting, Instagramming, and that it kind of changed how we dealt with each other. So I felt that I wanted to, deal with that type of challenge, and came up with this unique project. So my next multimedia commercial piece is called Decisive Moment.
And how can the general public learn about
Well, it's in development now.
Mm.
You know, we're looking for backers. My partner for that is the multimedia artist. His name is Kevin Freck. And in fact, he is the multimedia artist for Blue Man Group. Did all of the Blue Man Group work. And I've known him for many years because he and I worked with hospital audiences together as teaching artists.
Mm.
And when he saw my work, he did all the edits for me. He felt that he said, you know, this is incredible work. I would love to partner up with you to do this. So, but this is a challenging thing because, of course, you know, it takes funding to do such things. So I'm looking for that and hoping that it gets the backing that it needs.
Right, absolutely. And what would be your vision for your project in terms of jazz, say 5 years?
Well, I would hope that it, you know, one of the things is that not a lot of young people know about jazz. And so since we're tackling it from a multimedia perspective, which a lot of people are into, that it introduces the music to them through this technological, you know, short storytelling, you know, type of thing. I would like it to be shown in commercial theater venues, you know, Broadway theaters, you know, right now the latest rage, of course, is Hamilton. And I believe it could be on that level. Because often, you know, some of our theater pieces are, you know, separate but not necessarily equal. We often go to the theater to see things that pertain to us. With my project, because they are contained short stories of all kinds of different races and people, you get introduced to people who deal with things like everybody else, but they might not look like you. So it's Decisive Moments is all about decision making and how it affects us. So I'm excited to participate in this, and we're hoping to bring it to fruition.
Thank you so much. That's wonderful insights that you just shared with us.
Thank you.
If you would like to hear what Cecilia shared with us on stage, please feel free to visit TEDxBeaconStreet.com. Thank you.